most of what seems to concern Trump is the oil. And when he seizes the oil and sells the oil and all of that, and talks about how the US companies were kicked out and that whole conversation, he feels much more comfortable talking about oil than he does human rights. I get that. But what the Venezuelans are saying is, again, where were you guys? When Maduro was here, he was shipping our oil out already to China, maybe to Russia, and maybe to Cuba. And so it's
Yeah.
just a question of it's always been about oil. I guess the Venezuelans are saying we've long been defined by our oil, and if you want to make the
Yes.
the argument that it's being plundered, well, we're with you, except that's an old argument. We've been plundered all along.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
The
that
oil
must be fair. That
has.
must be a fair criticism, I think.
I mean, like you say, oil has been a currency all along. Oil and gold and other riches that Venezuela has.
Mhm.
Um, for example, the Chavez Maduro regime for over 20 years has used the oil and the gold and other riches of the country to not only help ideologically similar countries and regimes and leaders, but to sort of blackmail in a way or keep people happy inside the country, including a lot of military. The same with narco trafficking. They allow certain people to do narco
Right.
trafficking because they want these people happy. They don't want these people rising up against the government. They want to be happy in their positions, right? So, but on the other hand, what's happening with the oil right now, from what I know, and what it's been reported, this oil, there was an agreement to send to the United States for the United States to sell a certain amount of oil, but the United States is not going to keep this money. This money is going back to Venezuela, but at the same time, it's kind of they're keeping a certain pressure. It's funny because if you look at what's happening in Venezuela right now, yes, the regime is still intact in terms of the vice president is the president now, and her brother is the president of the National Assembly, which is a regime complete. There's a
Yeah.
small
Yeah.
opposition group, but they have no power. And you have a couple other major leaders that control the military and the paramilitary. These people are still in place, but they are somewhat scared and they are afraid. They are afraid that what happened to Maduro is going to happen to them. So
Yes.
um, I don't know, if Trump is paying attention to what's happening in Venezuela anymore, but I know Rubio is.